Hi there, good evening everyone. I hope you're all ready to start learning about sentence stress. So first of all, let's look back at last week when we studied word stress. Can anybody tell me what that is? What is word stress? Word stress is the emphasis we put on a syllable in a word. Okay, so what do you think sentence stress is? Sentence stress is the emphasis we put on the important words in a sentence. Of course, you still need to remember the word stress as well, but as you practice the skills of sentence stress and word stress together, it will become easier. And soon you'll be using word stress and sentence stress without even being aware of it. Okay, so now I'm going to read a sentence out, and I want you to tell me which words I stress in the sentence. Okay, so the first one is runway excursions can occur on takeoff or on landing. Okay, which words do I stress in that sentence? Stress means which words do I say the loudest? Okay. Runway excursions can occur on takeoff or on landing. Okay. I'm stressing runway, takeoff, and landing. Okay. To be more precise, I'm stressing the first syllable in runway, the first syllable in takeoff, and the first syllable on landing. Runway excursions can occur on takeoff or on landing. So if you can underline those words, you'll know which words will be stressed in that sentence. Okay, and those are the important words. You might be thinking that excursion is also an important word. That is true, but if you stress too many words in a sentence, it sounds unnatural and a bit weird. Okay, you wouldn't stress two words beside each other because the listener would think you were shouting. Okay, and that wouldn't be a very good message to give. Okay, so now I'm going to I want you to listen to the following sentences and underline the stressed words. Okay? A departing aircraft fails to become airborne or successfully reject the takeoff before reaching the end of the designated runway. A departing aircraft fails to become airborne or successfully reject the takeoff before reaching the end of the designated runway. Okay, that's an example of a runway excursion. Okay, so I'm stressing departing, fails, successfully, before, and end. These are the important words that we want the people to understand in the report. A departing aircraft fails to become airborne or successfully reject the takeoff before reaching the end of the designated runway. Yes, Ruslan, I stressed departing and fails and successfully, before, and end. Okay, so please underline those words so that you can practice again when you listen to the recording. Okay, the second sentence, a landing aircraft is unable to stop before the end of the designated runway is reached. A landing aircraft is unable to stop before the end of the designated runway is reached. A landing aircraft is unable to stop before the end of the designated runway is reached. Okay, also the end is not good for passengers to hear. Okay, we're talking about end of the runway. Okay, this isn't an announcement, this is just a description of what an runway excursion is. Okay, we're not telling the passengers that it's the end. Okay, that wouldn't be very good, I agree, Ruslan. Okay, right, the next sentence. An aircraft taking off, rejecting takeoff, departs the side of the designated runway. An aircraft taking off, rejecting takeoff, departs the side of the designated runway. Okay, so I'm emphasizing taking, rejecting, and side. Okay. All right, I think there's a bit of delay, but Ruslan, you're correct. I emphasised unable on the previous sentence. Okay, now I'm going to read another sentence, and I want you to tell me which are the important words to stress in the sentence. There are often more than one way of saying the sentence, okay? Some people may consider different words to be important, okay? Any unauthorised vertical deviation of more than 300 feet from an ATC flight clearance is a level bust. Hi, Marcelo. Okay, Marcelo, you heard in the previous sentence taking off, rejecting, and side. That's correct. Those three words are stressed. Okay, those are the important words in a sentence. Now we're moving on to the next sentence, and I want you to tell me which are the important words to stress in this sentence. Okay, there are often more than one way of saying the sentence. Any unauthorised vertical deviation of more than 300 feet from an ATC flight clearance is a level bust. Any unauthorised vertical deviation of more than 300 feet from an ATC flight clearance is a level bust. Okay, so you're learning some vocabulary here as well, and I'm stressing the important words in the sentence. Hi, Khaled. So the important words in this sentence are vertical, 300, flight, and level. Any unauthorised vertical deviation of more than 300 feet from an ATC flight clearance is a level bust. Okay. And like I mentioned, you might decide to stress on unauthorised rather than vertical. That is also fine. You want to emphasise that that's an important word to you. It's an unauthorised vertical deviation. Okay, for me in this example I'm choosing to stress vertical deviation because that's what's important. Right, so underline those stressed words. Oh, this sentence is too difficult for a Russian to understand. Okay, this is quite a technical sentence. What we're going to do in a moment is move on to air traffic control, instructions and readbacks. Okay, so you should be able to understand that. Okay. Murad, you're talking about TCAS resolution. Yes, that would occur in a level bust. Right. Now we're going to think about the work of a controller and a pilot. When do you think it will be important to use correct sentence stress? When do you think it will be important to use correct sentence stress? When you're a controller or a pilot? In what situation do you need to make sure that you're stressing the correct words? Actually, at all stages of the flight, you need to make sure that you're stressing the correct words. And some words you should be stressing are things like the altitude, the heading, the call sign. Okay, both all the time. Yeah, when giving ATC clearances. Okay, you need to stress when you need to report an emergency. Yes, you need to stress the important words that you want either the controller or the pilot to hear. Or you might be contacting MedLink. If you're a pilot, you might be calling the medical services and relaying a medical emergency you have on board. Okay. Acknowledgement. Yeah, Murad. Okay. Right. I'd like to go through some instructions with you, and what I want you to do is repeat after me what I say. In your handout you can see some blue circles above the stressed words. Okay, in these examples the blue represents the stressed words, the words that you're going to say the loudest in the sentence. Requesting immediate descent. Okay, you can try saying that out loud. Requesting immediate descent. Now, when you stress a word in a sentence, you need to make sure that you're saying that word slightly slower than the rest and slightly louder. Requesting immediate descent. Declaring an emergency. Increase your rate of descent. We will be evacuating. The taxiway is blocked. Turn left heading 180. Okay, so now you can try repeating those sentences after me, following the correct stress pattern that's indicated on your handout or on your computer screen, wherever you're looking at it. Okay, requesting immediate descent. Declaring an emergency. Increase your rate of descent. We will be evacuating. The taxiway is blocked. Turn left heading 180. Okay, we don't say 180, we actually say each number 180. In non-standard phraseology, you definitely will hear controllers and pilots saying 180, but the correct radio telephony way of saying this number is 180. Okay. Right. 180, yes, correct. So now what I'm going to do, I want you to listen to some more sentences I'm going to read out. Yes, to minimize the mistake. That's right, Natalia. Okay, you need to be as clear as possible. So now I'm going to read out some sentences and I want you to tell me which words are stressed. Yeah, 3 instructions at the same time is the legal limit. You will get some controllers giving you 4 instructions, but they're not supposed to. It's supposed to be a maximum of 3 instructions at one time. So here's number 1. Say souls on board and fuel remaining. Say souls on board and fuel remaining. Okay, this is not a very pleasant instruction. Not a very pleasant request to get from air traffic control, because it means that you're making an emergency descent and they're asking you the number of passengers on board and how much fuel you have. So I'll repeat it again. Say souls on board and fuel remaining. So you'll emphasize souls and fuel. Say souls on board and fuel remaining. Make sure you pronounce the word fuel correctly. It's quite commonly mispronounced. Fuel, 2 syllables, fuel. Okay, fuel. Say souls on board and fuel remaining. The second one, turn right heading 180. Turn right heading 180. Which word am I stressing in that instruction? Turn right heading 180. Right, yeah, Verito, that's great. Right. Turn right heading 180. Correct. Yeah, you can also stress 180 because the heading is very important. That number is very important. It could be a disaster if the wrong heading was misunderstood. Okay, turn right heading 180. Number 3, requesting fire services on arrival. Requesting fire services on arrival. Requesting fire services on arrival. Okay, which word am I stressing in this sentence? Requesting fire services on arrival. Yeah, I'm not actually stressing fire services, just fire. Okay, if I said requesting fire services on arrival, it would sound unnatural, like I'm shouting. I just need to emphasize fire. Okay, normally we emphasize the adjectives in a sentence. Okay, requesting fire services on arrival. Right, okay. Number 4, arrival you can also stress. Yeah, correct. Let's go on to number 4. Line up and wait. Sonnet 217. 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 Yep, correct, Natalia. Line up and wait. Sonnet 217. Okay, so line up is the first one. Line up and wait. Sonnet 217. Yep. Obviously, the call sign we must stress. A lot of miscommunication occurs due to very similar call signs. We call that call sign confusion. So you need to make sure that you emphasize all call signs. Okay. Number 5. Compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Yep. Yeah, the previous one, it was the call sign Sonnet 217. Now we've moved on to number 5. Compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Yeah. Compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Yeah, Natalia, you have said compass. We also need the number, the call sign. So compass 123. Taxi to gate 7. Yes. So 1, 2, 3 and 7 are the correct words we will stress, okay? We need to make sure the pilot hears those important words. He needs to know that the controller is talking to him, compass 1, 2, 3, and the pilot needs to know which gate he has to taxi to. Okay, gate 7. Right, number 6. Climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. Climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. Climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. Yeah, 2000, Natalia, great. So 2000 is one of the stressed words. Okay. Valeria, you have stressed every single word there. We can't stress every word because then the important information would not stand out. So it's climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. So we're stressing climb, 2000 and 258. Okay, what could be the consequences of using incorrect stress? Can you think of any problems that could occur if we use incorrect stress when we're flying or when we're instructing pilots what to do? What could be the problems? Can you think of any issues that would come up if we stressed the wrong words in a sentence? Yeah, a misunderstanding of an instruction. Yeah, great. The opponent could ask you to repeat. Yeah, obviously that's why we do readbacks. If there's any doubt in your mind that you've misunderstood an instruction or that you feel your request has not been understood, you must repeat. Okay? Never assume that it has been understood. You must make sure that you hear the readback and that it matches what you have said. Yeah, an incident may occur if you don't ensure the correct information has been said. And obviously, if you speak in monotone is, I'll give you an example of monotone. Climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. That is speaking in monotone, totally flat, with no word stress at all. Climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. It's very hard to understand. Versus if I say, climb and maintain 2000, Jet Air 258. You can hear the difference, and it's much, much clearer when you stress the important words, and it prevents misunderstanding. Okay. Okay, there are some much deeper rules to sentence stress that we're going to, too much risk, correct. Yeah, always ask to repeat, never assume. Yeah. So next week we're going to look at broadening your understanding of sentence stress a little bit and giving you a little more practice. So next week what I'm going to try and do is invite one of you or a few of you to join. I'm not sure if we can. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'm going to see next week if we can use a different program. We may use the Zoom platform next week, or we might use Facebook Live. And I want you to try and practice speaking, because right now you're hearing what I'm saying, but I can't hear what you're saying. And communication is all about two-way, okay? Two-way communication. So next week, if you want to try it, if you're up for it, we will do some two-way communication. So I can listen to your pronunciation, and I can tell you what you need to do to improve. Natalia, you're very welcome. Okay, thanking me for the lessons. Yeah, thank you very much. I enjoy aviation. I enjoy helping people improve their aviation English, making the skies a safer place, and also helping you to pass your ICAO test. That's what you need to keep your license, keep flying, and keep your food on the table. So we'll have at least one lesson every week, okay? And next week we'll do more interaction, okay? So thank you very much. Please take away the handout and practice, and I'll see you again next week. If there's another time you'd like to try, you can suggest a different time. That's fine. I don't have Zoom. Yeah, Zoom. For Zoom I just send you a link, and you can join from anywhere, from your mobile phone. It works very effectively. If any of you saw Marcelo's recording of his ICAO test, that was done using the Zoom platform. So it's very clear, and I can listen to you, and I can give you instant feedback on your pronunciation and on your structure, your vocabulary, and your comprehension skills. Okay, so happy to help, and I will see you all soon. Keep practicing. Yeah, this is a free lesson, okay? This is a free lesson. Of course, I have paid materials as well, but these lessons are all free. Thank you, Marcelo. Yeah, Marcelo learned a lot doing the benchmark test. He learned what he needs to do to improve and hopefully achieve level 5 by January. Okay, so thanks guys, and I'll see you again very soon. And keep practicing, keep speaking English, keep reading English, basically immerse yourself in English, okay? Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, and I'll see you next time. I'll send the link, don't worry. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.